Kai is back again on the Young Lovers channel. Today we're going to discuss a mystery that has rocked the entertainment world, 90 Days of Soo Kai's Silence, and a hidden truth that even Tan Songyun never expected. In this emotionally charged video, we'll delve into the reasons behind Soo Kai's shocking decision to stay away from Tan Songyun for 3 whole months. What exactly happened behind the scenes? Is it about heartbreak, misunderstanding, or something much deeper than we can imagine? This story is not just another celebrity rumor, but a story full of whispers, unspoken feelings, and wounds hidden behind a smile. Their relationship has been perfect in the eyes of the public, but who would have thought that underneath it all, there are huge waves of emotions that have never been exposed. Soo Kai is known to be warm and caring, especially towards Tan Songyun. However, he suddenly decided to keep his distance without any clear explanation. Many speculated that there was a personal conflict between them, but a close source stated that this was not just an ordinary problem. There is something bigger, deeper, that made Soo Kai take this drastic step. Tan Songyun, on the other hand, seemed confused by Soo Kai's change in attitude. She tried to contact him, tried to understand what was really going on, but all her questions were met with silence. For a woman who had always felt close to him, Soo Kai's silence was like a knife slicing slowly. Did he do something wrong? Or was there a third party affecting their relationship? Some sources revealed that Soo Kai was actually facing great pressure in his life, not only from the entertainment world, but also from his own family. There are such huge expectations placed on him, and maybe, just maybe, he chose to stay away from Tan Songyun because he didn't want to burden her with his problems. Genuine love sometimes means protecting our loved ones, even if it means hurting them for a while. But is that really the reason? Or is there another, more personal reason, something that even Tan Songyun doesn't know about? Some people close to them mentioned that Soo Kai is actually considering many things in his life, including his future in the entertainment industry. Could it be that he feels that their relationship could be a hindrance to the big decisions he has to make? To be sure, Soo Kai's silence is not without reason. Every action he took must have gone through careful consideration, and that made Tan Songyun even more confused. He knew that Soo Kai was not the type to be rash, but this uncertainty only made him more tormented. Amidst all the speculation, one thing was certain: their relationship was no ordinary one. There was a strong chemistry, a deep bond, and perhaps that was why this silence was so painful. When two people understand each other without many words, a sudden silence hurts more than 1,000 angry sentences. Their fans were divided. Some supported Soo Kai's decision, believing that he must have had a good reason. Others felt that Tan Songyun deserved an explanation, not a confusing silence. But beyond all that, one thing cannot be denied: their love story has touched the hearts of many, and whatever happens next, it will definitely leave a mark. So, how did Tan Songyun react after 90 days? Does she finally understand Soo Kai's reasons? Or is this distance driving them further apart? Some people say that Tan Songyun sent Soo Kai a long message, pouring out all his feelings, but again, there was no reply. However, on the 91st day, something unexpected happened. Soo Kai finally contacted Tan Songyun. What was the content of their conversation? Can their relationship return to normal? Or is this the end of a story that was once so beautiful? As it turns out, Soo Kai reveals that for the past 3 months, he's been battling his own fears. Fear of not being able to be the best for Tan Songyun, fear of not being able to make her happy, and fear that his love would actually have a negative impact on both of their careers and lives. He needed time to be alone, to reflect, and to make sure that he would not regret his decision in the future. Tan Songyun, hearing all that, could only remain silent. He didn't expect that behind Soo Kai's smile and tough demeanor, there were so many doubts and fears. But it was precisely at that moment that he realized one thing: their love was real, and whatever the obstacles, they had to face them together. Finally, after 90 days of silence, they decided to sit down together and have a heart-to-heart talk. Not as celebrities, not as a couple idolized by fans, but as two humans who love each other and want to fight for their relationship. Kai and Tan Songyun's story teaches us that love is not always about instant happiness. Sometimes, it's also about patience, sacrifice, and the courage to face our biggest fears. And perhaps, it is in the hardest moments that we truly understand the true meaning of love. As it turns out, Kai's 90-day journey was not only about escaping Tan Songyun, but also about finding himself. He spent time traveling to quiet places, reflecting and evaluating his priorities in life. There were moments where he almost gave up and wanted to go back, but his determination to make sure everything was right kept him going. For her, it's not just about the relationship, but about the great responsibility of being loved and admired by many. Tan Songyun, on the other hand, also underwent a transformation during that period of silence. At first, he felt angry, sad, and even disappointed, but slowly he began to understand that true love is not about clinging to each other, but rather about giving space to grow. She used her time alone to focus on new projects and rediscover her passion for acting. It was precisely in her solitude that she realized that strong love would never be lost just because of distance or time. When they finally met again, there were tears, laughter, and a silence that was deeper than ever. Kai hugged Tan Songyun tightly, as if to bring back all the lost time. Not many words were spoken, because sometimes presence and touch can speak louder than 1,000 sentences. That's when they both knew this was not the end, but a new, more mature chapter in their story. Now, their relationship is no longer filled with doubts, but with a stronger conviction. They learned that love is not about perfection, but about understanding each other, accepting weaknesses, and committing to grow together. Kai and Tan Songyun's story teaches us that sometimes, distance and silence actually strengthen bonds, as long as they are lived with sincerity and patience. So, never be afraid to give time if that's what it takes, because true love will always find its way back. So, what do you think of Kai and Tan Songyun's story? Have you also experienced the painful silence in a relationship? Write in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting content. See you in the next video, young lovers!